about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coast will regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. 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 The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a...
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And there goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, 88 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
49. Guys, Mike, 49. Okay, double. Bang, 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 bang. That's it.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
It's a second down run with Sanders. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here goes, set. 149. Hey, keep it. Hey, 49 to Mike. I smell it.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now Gordon on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
56, right there, 56. We're going to 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On play action, Prescott. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down. 56. Mike's 56. Watch the slats. Check 3. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Go set. Mike step forward. Check 1, lady. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Collins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch. Red lady. Check 9, check 9. Check, 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 check. Red lady. Check.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't want that. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30. 20, 10, and this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there by Gordon, 72 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Single. Watch 89. Watch 89. Yo, 80. Don't say nothing. Watch the safety creep. Sponge. Red 80. Go. Check. Check nickel. Bravo. Red 80. Go.
Now Darnold. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Casey Hayward with a sack on a well-timed corner blitz. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
61, matchbox lights.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Returning, it's Benjamin. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Here we go 47. Slide, ain't it? Get that quarterback, D-line.
Prescott on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
1st down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go,
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Red 80. Deuce. Shift. Watch the shift. 6. Hey, orbit.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run with Sanders. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Darnold, he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
Mike, 44. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get that back to Allen. And now it's second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistent.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check. Hey.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And Allen's got it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Gordon as they go to him again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
44. Y'all not ready.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's now third down and
Prescott to throw this time. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
it's fourth down.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Prescott sets up the screen to Gordon. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That's to his running back, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays. Coverage
has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So,
got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Check pass, check pass. Kill. He's coming. Ready? We got something.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike, all day, just like that. Just like that.
Another run with Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 43.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Sanders. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 26-yard.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And Sanders has got it complete. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.